Dan Bernstein Unfiltered. Unfiltered on 312 Sports.
Happy Friday and welcome to Dan Bernstein Unfiltered, a 312 Sports podcast. We did it, at least for a day. We have not been remanded to U.S. federal comedy prison. So good job. I think they were just afraid of my clown car full of comedy criminal lawyers. So we did it. But just remember, that's our stated goal is to remain free and walking the city like the free citizens that we are. And today we're here to talk about some Bears stuff. Big game coming up. What are you laughing at already?
I'm just laughing. We're just talking about Bears stuff.
Well, we do.
Yeah, I know.
We're not lying.
I know we're not. I didn't say you were lying. Stop being so defensive.
We have a fun Cubs list that we're going to do today, and it is Feedback Friday.
Lots of lists.
Lots of things, lots of lists.
I'm always making lists.
On this Feedback Friday. I'm feeling good. I've shaken off the goop. I feel good, and I'm full. I think I had an ultimate peak Bernstein moment yesterday. You know, one of my defining characteristics, of which I'm proud,
yes,
is my ability to find bargains. Thrifting food is the way I look at it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Some people thrift clothing, which I occasionally do, but for me, I thrift things that I can eat.
Borderline expired.
Or sometimes expired, because I think expiration dates are for suckers. And
they're guidelines, basically.
Not even really. I think they're a scam. I think they're a conspiracy. And this is I believe that they are designed to make us part with our money.
So of an individual that doesn't believe in conspiracy theories or the universe and its doings and happenings, you subscribe to the fact that expiration dates on food products are a conspiracy theory to help us part with our money.
To help big food.
Okay. Okay. We're going to add big food now to our list.
I think big food.
Big landscape, big food.
Yep.
Okay.
It's coming after us. So you can always find me at a grocery store looking over the discounted stuff. If it's the day-old baked goods, if it's the expiring meat, that's where it's my happy place. It's harder at Jewel because you got to see the yellow sticker that says 50% off. You know, there's some 30% off, some 50% off. You got to they don't have their own section there.
Plus, there's all the horses at Jewel.
Oh, that's true. You get the parking lot full of horses.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Work your way through it, but then I can pick up all of my luggage because I can grab a couple of those city 10-cent bags for my overnight trips because I need them for my toiletries. And
Correct.
Things. So I saw the single saddest baked good I've ever seen in my life, and I adopted it, and I brought it home like the ugly puppy or the ugly kitten that you have to add to your home menagerie because no one else will ever adopt it. It was ostensibly looked at it, and I first thought, what is that thing? And I then looked at it. It was a strawberry coffee cake.
Okay.
And it was old. It was kind of condensed and floppy, and it had fallen out of its original container. It was simply placed in a clear plastic bag that was twist-tied, and they slapped a price sticker on it. It was like $2.20. And I said, I have to buy this. I needed a dessert, and I said, I'm buying this. And it was so unfortunate looking. It was limp, So I bought it, I bring it home, and I set it on the kitchen island. And my daughter comes home, and Zoe screams. She literally let out a scream. And she went, "Oh, my God, what is that?" And I said, it's a coffee cake. And she goes, "Oh, my God, I thought it was meat, or I thought it was a fish that you caught that you had cut up."
Ooh.
Because it looked like roadkill. And
that's what your coffee cake looked like.
I hadn't really thought of this before. It looked like she thought I'd caught a salmon or something and left it on the counter half butchered.
Or drove over it.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And she was terrified by it.
So and this was coffee cake, a pastry.
Yeah.
That looked like dead animal.
Well,
to your daughter.
So she called it murder cake.
Murder cake. Okay.
So she said, she goes, could you move that away so we don't have to look at it? And I said, fine, I'll bring it over here. I'll bring it to the coffee table. Coffee cake goes on the coffee table, and it's fine. Murder cake over here. And
on the murder table.
Yeah, and it was
yes.
Murder table is up in Beth's murder cave. Okay. That's where she watches the murder shows.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, check.
So it was awesome, by the way. It was spectacular.
I'm sure it was good.
I mean, saved half
Mariano's does a good. They have good.
Yes,
good baked
it was
goods.
good.
Yeah.
So that I just wanted to say that was peak Bernstein, and the second half of the murder cake is for tonight.
Yeah, we do cinnamon rolls, cookies a lot from Mariano's. It's a good. Their donuts are good.
I also think the day old like gourmet French bread.
Yeah,
I use for croutons.
That's smart.
I use
that's
that.
smart and that's acceptable.
When I do panzanella or when I do gazpacho, that's my go-to. For
but deliberately
croutons.
Going and looking for old meat, old product is
it's not old.
It's weird, man.
Do you like dry aged steak? All that is controlled spoilage.
Right, but that's the key word though. Controlled.
It's controlled.
Like out on the counter at Mariano's, and it's $1.50 at original price of $45 for this roast. That's not controlled. That's just old.
It's just differently controlled.
Okay. In the drumster.
You can't spell controlled without old.
Or con.
Did you watch any of the football game last night?
I did. After football practice, I threw it on to see the score.
Did you have a good practice? You guys flying around out there?
We did. We actually had a really good week of practice as we get ready to host McHenry tomorrow. Ooh. No, both teams off. We're struggling to start the season. They are as well, too. So someone's going to walk away with a really important victory tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, we played 3:30 if you want to come by and fish.
Go Cats. Oh,
that's right. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Yeah. Oh, see, I got the it's our special Go Cats shirt.
Oh, I have my Beloit Sky Carp mascot, Poopsie.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Poopsie the goose, the Canada goose of the Beloit Sky Carp.
Nice.
Go Carp. I don't. Is that a thing? I don't know. Is that a hashtag?
No, it's Go Cats.
Okay, for you, it's Go Cats. Yes. We saw a couple things relative to the Bears last night, I thought, when I was watching that game.
Okay.
One was that was a bad team playing with pride, the Dolphins. I thought that they had an exceptional effort despite a massive talent differential.
Yeah, when I turned the game on, really surprised. Like, I reluctantly turned the game on, thinking it'd be at least a 3, if not 4 score game. And it was a 1 touchdown game, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting.
And
so
they took advantage of maybe the worst field goal attempt I've ever seen in the NFL. I don't know if I don't know what the hell that was. I thought it was partially tipped, or I thought maybe he had some sort of mental breakdown or something. I don't know what happened, but it's really, if you look at it, it looked like me standing over a tee shot. It was just an absolute dead pull hook, straight open hips pull. So he owes me royalties because I can do that, lining up a 7-iron on a par 3 and yank that thing into the water. An NFL kicker is not supposed to do that.
One of the worst ones you've seen?
Yeah, why?
I'm just because I missed a majority of the game.
Yeah.
With practice. I'm glad you stuck with it, though. That's good for you.
No, I did, because when you see an 0-2 team, there's a lot of false data after 2 games. There's a lot of noise relative to signal. So I still think the Dolphins are bad, but I'm wondering if you get the dead cat bounce from the Bears here just out of a little bit of pride and being able to play hard at home against a team that isn't really that good. So I was thinking about that. I also saw the starting right tackle for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, I know who it is now. When you asked me earlier, I couldn't remember, but now yeah.
I had no idea. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I said, God damn. look at you, Larry Borum.
Yep.
How about you, Larry Borum?
How about that, Larry Borum?
Look at him. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at Larry Borum. That's Larry Borum out there, starting in the NFL.
What's the Dolphins' current injury situation? Because I know, it's a reasonable conversation to have. 0-2 team, how to perform their third game, big game Thursday night against a division-leading potential Super Bowl contending team. The injury factor for the Bears is just what does it for me. And when your coach is calling out the effort and doing it in the media to send messages to his team, there's a lot more there than just we're just not clicking right now because we're all new and it's all new stuff.
I think it might be him also realizing that this is going to be a longer process than he thought. And that's his way of telling us, hey, lower the expectations for me, please.
Yeah, and maybe that is the case, but that is really alarming to hear, given the fact the general manager is signed, through 2029, has more drafts to make, and his draft picks right now just have not been successful enough on the football field. So that's a huge problem. Huge problem, especially after all the money spent in the offseason, where you thought you shored up issues that were glaring issues last year for a team that, remember, started 4-2 under Matt Eberflus, or Flus, as I should say.
Apostrophe Flus.
So, that's clearly, when our conversation yesterday with Courtney Cronin, that this is what Ben Johnson is doing through the media.
Yeah, and if you missed that, by the way, on Forward Progress, go back and give it a listen, because she was absolutely terrific, and the response we're getting has been great. You're going to hear a little bit of that today. And I'm learning, too, sort of if you're a listener to DBU, are you also a listener to Forward Progress? And it's going to take us forever to actually get the objective information on how much crossover and how we can tailor things to. So again, this is the beginning of the beginning, and we're trying to learn all this stuff. So I never try to presume that just because you're here means you're also there, or just because you're there means you're also here. So that's been difficult for me to try to, in my limited brain capacity, to try to keep some of those things separate and understand that they're different products, even though we're the same people.
Yeah, but if you are there, you should be here, and if you're here, you should go there.
Yes.
Get the notifications alert on your YouTube channel so you know when we go live, because we go live for Bears postgame, which we will this Sunday. Once the Bears-Cowboys game ends, we will be live on our YouTube channel for Forward Progress. You want to be there for it. The first couple have been really fun.
The second one started too early.
Too early. Well, it started too early based on our preferences as Bears fans,
Correct.
But it started on time given the nature of the game.
Yeah, and
keep that in mind.
Don't sleep on it. The fact that if it's out of hand, we might just be frustrated enough to just flip the whole machine on and go. Which
is what we did. So that's why it's key to click that little bell icon on the YouTube page so you get notifications for when we go live. You will get alerted that the show is going live. And, speaking of going live, too, we eventually, because people have asked for it and have mentioned it to me, about this show, about DBU, Dan Bernstein Unfiltered, going live at times. And we will do that. We will. We will go live for you and see if we can have live interaction, during the morning as we record all the shows. And people have asked about our times that the shows drop. Now, I'm just going to tell you, we're evolving and we're developing, and things are progressing nicely for us on the non-content side of what we're doing. DBU drops around 11 a.m. And Forward Progress, we shoot for 12 to 12:30. So that's where we're at, okay? And eventually, we will be at 11 and noon for those two podcasts. That's how it's trending, and we're heading towards and working towards this. There's a lot of moving parts that we're all getting in alignment right now. We're actually getting on the same page.
Oh, we have to.
And before we turn the page to move to the next step, we have to make sure that we're all on the same page.
The page that I was on today in my morning Bears research was that of Kevin Fishbane's article in The Athletic.
Okay.
And we know that Fish does great work.
Great work.
And he pointed out the work of his buddy, Mark Potash. Check this stat out from our guy Potsy. We got to have him on, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Potsy noted that the Bears, since the end of 2021, what do you think their record is? So since the end of 2021, so it's 22, 23, 24, and this year.
God,
wait. Okay.
Okay.
What is their record in games in which they allow 23 points or more?
I'm going to say they have, I won't give you the record win-loss count. I'll tell you the number of wins they have. I will say the Bears in those seasons have won where they've given up more than 23 points.
23 or more.
23 or more. They've given up 23 or more. They have 3 total wins.
Since the end of the 2021 season, In games in which the Bears have allowed 23 points or more,
You're not going to tell me 0 wins.
they're 0
Oh, my God.
and 25. The Bears are 0 and 25 in those games.
Okay, I've never played in the NFL. I've never been a coach, a player, so I probably shouldn't comment on the actual games themselves. But is that a bad stat?
Oof.
Okay.
Oof. Dak Prescott on the Cowboys offense that scored 40 last week.
Yeah, so let me ask you that.
Coming in to face a defense that just gave up 52.
Do you think they're going to score more than 23, the Dallas Cowboys? 'Cause
Yes.
I do in a heartbeat.
Yes.
So there's 0 chance, like I said earlier this week, that the Bears win this game on Sunday.
Okay.
0 chance.
Okay, what do you think the numbers say about games in which both teams score at least 30? The Bears, at least in recent days,
500 record.
the Bears have lost 6 in a row and are 2-8 over their last 10. The last time,
2-8.
listen to this, the last time they won a game in which both teams got to 30 was what year?
2018.
2013.
Wow.
2013 is the last time the Bears won. If we say shootout, is both teams getting to 30? It was a 38-31 win in Cleveland.
0 chance they win on Sunday. I'm going to tell you right now, just be prepared. Lower the expectations. Throw on your your favorite Bears hoodie, T-shirt. Get your snacks ready for the game.
Snacks!
And sit down and just enjoy football. And, enjoy football.
Until 3:30.
Check out check out our post-game show.
As usual, enjoy football until the Bears game
Until the Bears start.
And then you join us on YouTube Live for post.
They have 0 chance of winning on Sunday. I'm going to call it right now. CeeDee Lamb goes for 200 yards.
Wait for DBU picks. That would have been a perfect one to save for DBU picks.
Well, I have my parlay. My last parlay hit, by the way, when I had my Monday Night Football combo of the Bucks and the Chargers.
Okay.
I have another parlay for you today. But I'm telling you, CeeDee Lamb is going over 200 this weekend.
Hey, if you need windows, call Chicago Window Guys. It's Russ Armstrong. And you know what I did? I realized upstairs that we needed windows. You know what I did? I called Russ Armstrong.
That's probably a good thing to do because he's your window guy.
I called him yesterday. And he's coming over Monday because I was talking to Beth. Our bedroom gets ridiculously cold in the winter. You know why?
It's the murder room.
No, the area by we're replacing those windows too.
Okay,
because those are still original, like 20-year-old crappy baseline builder windows. And I would be like, oh, it's cold in here. It's cold in here. And Beth's like, yeah, our windows up here are terrible.
Does the murder room have windows that
Yes.
can only see out? So people can't see in, like what's happening,
right? Because they can't see all the murder,
right?
In the murder cave, but
murder cave. Sorry, I keep saying murder room. Sorry,
no,
Beth.
Murder cave.
Yes.
So think about this now, because it's going to get cold when football is here. Think about that. The baseball playoffs are here. We got basketball, hockey starting. That means it's going to get cold. So if you're like I have been, when you realize, oh, it's cold in the bedroom, and I wake up and I feel like I'm on a camping trip. You don't have to do that. Call Russ. Call Chicago Window Guys. They don't have to replace every window in your house. If you want to just do the bedroom and see what that's going to cost, he can do that too. And Russ's windows have a lifetime guarantee with parts and labor. And I didn't know that included this, that, for example, if you're out throwing a ball with your kid in the back and it gets broken.
The ball?
No, the window.
Okay.
He'll replace it for free.
Nice.
You don't have to wait for weeks to get a replacement from across the country. Russ, the factory is right here in Chicago. And when you have Russ at the house, he's not going to do any of these cheesy high-pressure sales tactic. He's not going to bug you and stay in your house and try to pull a sale out of you. He's just going to give you the real data on what things cost and what his deal is and how he's going to match any price and how he's going to custom make the best windows for you. No matter what. It's old windows falling apart or just broken. Russ at Chicago Window Guys has you covered. New windows matter. Here's the number, 847-302-9171. Like I say, Russ is going to be at my house Monday, and then his people are going to install these windows. His people will install your windows as well. Check out his 5-star reviews, ChicagoWindowGuys.com, 847-302-9171.
Now, you said when you wake up and it's cold like you've gone camping. What if you camp in the summer?
It's still always cold.
Okay. Where are we at as far as like food that we can make now? Like, can I make fall food on Sunday? Can I do chili? Is that okay or no? Or is it too soon?
I think always make whatever the hell you want.
Well, I know. I mean, I do that, but I'm just
wait. Hold on.
Like
wait. If I remember the Matt Abatacola fashion rule.
Okay, fashion.
The fashion
We're not talking
rule
about food.
Is dress for the weather, not the season.
Correct.
Like it always bugged you when
100%.
September 1st would hit and people would have their LL Bean down vests on, even though it was 82
dress
degrees.
for the weather, not the season. Correct. So and dress for that day.
So why shouldn't you also make whatever food you want to eat? Why are you asking my permission?
I'm not asking your permission. I was asking your opinion of it, Dan. I don't give a rat's ass.
Okay.
What you think, and never would I ask for your permission.
Fair enough.
So, what though is your opinion on it? Is it because we had this conversation, and I want to make chili Sunday. Can I make chili Sunday for the Bears game?
Of course you can, because there's so many variations to chili that you could make a green chili with white beans.
I'm doing a white chicken chili. I think that's where I've landed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, then that's what I'm doing for Bears.
How spicy?
I'll do spicy. Like spicy. I don't want to sweat or cry or like snot all over the couch.
Or scream.
Right. Okay. So I don't want to hurt.
Constantly be yelling the entire time you're eating.
And it's not even while eating, it's the next day.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've been told...
You get the hot flushes.
I've been told one of these generic probiotics...
General generic.
One of these like CVS brand or Walgreens brand probiotic tablets.
It helps your tummy?
Makes a big difference with spice. Several people have told me that. Okay. I may try it.
So what does that do? Oh, as far as the impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And it doesn't mitigate anything in the moment, but apparently just, the next day is better.
Yeah. So I'll go spicy, but not too bad, because the kids will, at least Hank will eat the chili. So
and when you hear about the probiotic thing, it makes sense to me, because what's literally saved my ass in London from that Madras curry were the lassi drinks, the yogurt drinks.
Yes.
And so that's probiotic, right?
Right.
Isn't that?
But shouldn't you drink that? And so you were like putting it up your rectum.
I was pouring it over my head. And this
isn't working, Beth.
One in each end.
I need another.
No, but I guess there is some science, there's some ancient science to the probiotic nature of the yogurt helping with the spice, I guess.
Yeah. No, that makes sense from a scientific standpoint, Dan.
The Cubs had their hangover game.
They sure did, didn't they?
Yesterday.
Good grief.
If you're going to have a post-day drinking game and get there early.
Yeah, that was it.
The whole thing is like, you want to get a hit? I don't know.
I don't think so. Not today.
Yeah, well, fine. I guess we have to. That was his like, and I was out fishing, and I was kind of watching along on the MLB app, and I was laughing every time I looked at the Cubs were never batting. They were never up. So
that's what happens when you pitch that kind of game.
Right.
It goes quick.
Right.
You can't turn around and like, oh shit, I missed it.
Right, it was over. Like, oh, did they get a hit? Okay, they're all right. But go ahead, have yourself a hangover game and enjoy it, and rest up whatever arms you need.
Yeah. So if you take a look at the playoff picture where we're at right now, still Phillies, Brewers, Cubs, the only teams in the NL that have clinched. In the American League, we have all the races still open. Now, the American League East, the Blue Jays have a 3-game lead on the Yankees. We're getting down here with 9 games to go in the season. So the American League is still wide open. The Mariners and the Astros are tied right now on top of the AL West. Wild card race, the Yankees and Astros and the Red Sox. Red Sox are a game and a half now ahead of the Guardians. The Astros have jumped into the fifth spot. So still hoping the Red Sox can overtake the Astros and make that first round, that divisional matchup against Yankees and Red Sox. That game yesterday, though, Dan, Hunter Green, 93. 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. His game score was a 93. Woo. And that's tied for second highest game score of this season. There was 2 other pitchers that had game scores of 96.
Okay.
His was 93, also tied with another pitcher who threw a game score of 93. If you're not familiar with game score, it's a statistical number developed by Bill James. 50 is what's considered average. and it takes the pitcher's the sole pitcher's effort and ability and impact on that game into account. So 50s average, 90s is unbelievable. So if you're in the 90s, you've had quite the game. And at 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, 9 Ks, 1 walk, complete game for Hunter Green, 93. So Colin Ray, just to give you an idea, Colin Ray went 7. He gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 11 Ks, career high for him. His game score was a 76. So that's an outstanding outing. I mean, anybody would take that outing, 76. So just to give you that idea. But here's the question for you. Can you tell me, Dan, some of the highest game scores ever in Major League Baseball?
I'm looking at one right now.
Okay.
Because while you were talking, I called this up just to make sure I had this. If I remember correctly.
Are you looking at the number 1 game score ever of all time?
I don't know if it's number 1. It was the first one I went to.
Okay.
Because I don't know. We can do game scores retroactively, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can go back to perfect games and all of those. The one I'm looking at was the Kerry Wood game.
Correct.
The Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game, a game score of 105.
Sir, you have just named the number 1 highest game score of all time. Kerry Wood. 9 innings, 1 hit, 20 strikeouts. He had a game score of 105. Can you name, I'm not going to ask you to name the scores, that would be impossible, but can you name some pitchers, other pitchers?
Maddox.
Greg Maddux is not in the top 10.
Not in the top 10?
Nope.
Pedro.
Not in the top 10.
Clemens.
Not in the top 10.
Seaver.
Nope.
Carlton.
Nope.
What?
There is a guy, number 2, a guy that is finally calling it quits. He said it's time to retire. I'm done after this year.
Kershaw.
Kershaw's number 2 with a game score of 102. It was back in 2014, 8-0 win over the Colorado Rockies.
Even though he's a homophobic piece of crap.
Correct. There is one guy that is on the top 10 3 times.
3 times in the top 10. Koufax?
Nope. Think about the Kerry Wood game,
Okay.
20 strikeouts, and the significant impact strikeouts have on game scores.
Randy Johnson.
Nope. Good guess, though. He's on there one time.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan is on the top 10 3 times.
Wow. I think all his no-hitters? Right? Because he had like 21 hitters, right?
Correct. 2 of them are no-hitters. 1 is a one-hitter. So he has scores of 101, 100, and 100.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have Kerry Wood, Clayton Kershaw, Matt Cain of the Giants, Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax against the Cubs, his no-hitter.
Wait, didn't I say Koufax?
Did you say Koufax?
I did.
You probably did. I just want to tell you no. So sorry. Brandon Morrow, Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling.
Brandon Morrow?
Yep.
Former Cub.
August of 2010, a 1-0 complete game, 1-hitter.
Wow.
Against
nice
the
guy.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Good dude.
Had a score of 100. Randy Johnson, 7. Kurt Schilling, 8. Nolan Ryan, 9 and 10. Warren Spahn checks in at number 11 with a score of 100. So good for you, getting right to Kerry Wood. I mean, it's obvious here in town to think of that one.
That's the only one I remember associating with a game score.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So congrats last night. Hunter Green, a 93. So
That's
tied
pretty
for
good.
the second highest game score of this baseball season.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Let's get to Feedback Friday because things move fast here in our little podcast space. And it is Friday. We like to bring your feedback. And there it is. There is our click. What flavor we got? Was still black cherry?
No, I brought one from home. Raspberry nectarine.
Okay.
Well, don't make that face. It's very good. Why,
I
why
just-
would you make that face?
I just wasn't sure.
I'm sorry. And
no,
it's not roadkill murder cake.
Let me try it.
Fine.
No, but I had the goop.
Oh,
you don't want me to
well, here,
try
drink
it.
out of the cup.
Okay.
You can drink. You can keep the cup then.
Raspberry nectarine.
Yeah. It tastes fruity.
It's good.
They're all good. They're really good. I probably go through, I don't know, maybe 10 cans of Waterloo a day.
See, I'm a Spindrift guy.
Yeah, I started drinking that because of you.
Yep.
I mean, years ago. You got me on Spindrift, and then now I'm all Waterloo all day. I mean, I'm always minimum 10 cans a day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Well, it's priced pretty reasonably too.
Okay. Because Spindrift is expensive
Spindrift is very expensive.
with all the real fruit and everything, and it's
Yeah, no, you can
it's good.
get it on sale generally for like $4.50.
I've been drinking a lot more coffee lately.
You've always consumed a lot of coffee, though, haven't you?
I'm drinking.
Wait, are you doing the mushroom coffee, the dirt coffee, or regular like coffee bean coffee?
I'm drinking. Here's why. At the Score, they didn't make coffee for. They said that they had coffee. They didn't have coffee.
It was never coffee.
It was never coffee.
No, unless it wasn't on our floor.
No, it was. It was over by BBG.
Yeah, it's like we have coffee. It's downstairs at the coffee shop. You got to pay for it. But
then it was like you got to bring your own, or you got to go upstairs and buy it. Here at Hubbard, it's Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a full barista with a cafe. I mean,
But it's like, how hard is that? There's like the smallest things to make your life better, and I've been taking advantage of it and drinking.
Yeah, you drink a lot of coffee while we're here.
I know, and I'm peeing a lot. It's weird how that happens.
Make a lot of poo-poos too.
You drink a lot. You drink a lot of coffee. I happen to be on a diuretic, and you wonder why I'm constantly walking down the hall here.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you're wearing diapers.
I love that, by the way, because I was a sucker before that.
Yeah,
just walking around here, not having my giant diapers to fill in anger.
Well, there is the Keurig machine here where you have to you have to bring your own pods. I keep not Scotty pods, but your coffee pods. I keep forgetting to bring my pods.
You don't have to. There's Starbucks coffee in the thing.
I drink decaf.
Oh, why?
I try to avoid caffeine as much as I can. Although I'm not great at it. I just try to.
All right. Feedback Friday. First of all, if you missed it yesterday, well, let me save that for a second. There's a couple bits of sound we want to play. I'm sorry for hitting the camera.
Should be.
I want to say, first of all, in general, 2 more people came up to me while I was fishing yesterday, walking around, and just said, one guy said, "Hey, love the new pods. Listen to both every day." And his name was Jeff, a good guy. Just said he's really enjoying this, and thank you, Jeff. And another guy who was out running, he just waved and he said, "I'm listening to you right now."
Oh, nice.
And he ran by me. So that was cool. Thank you for that feedback. I want to say, too, that I'm trying, a lot of emails coming in, a lot of emails flying in.
A lot of emails.
I cannot respond personally to every single email that comes in to Dan at 312sports.com. By the way, he's Matt at 312sports.com. I think there's also a feedback at 312sports.com.
Sure.
And that I think we both get. But so I've been here and there trying to, so please don't feel bad if I can't reply to every single message. And to the commenters on YouTube, there's at least one that usually makes me laugh out loud. At least one.
Yeah.
And I know people are trying hard. There's a lot of big swings in there. And careful of going to comedy prison, because they can get you too. The U.S. federal comedy marshals, they're going to be around. They're going to round you up. We're all going to be on the same bus like Dr. Richard Kimball, hoping that an embattled...
Looking for a one-armed man.
No, looking at an embattled
I don't
guard.
care.
The played by character actor Richard Reel. That's his name. The guy who gives him the key. Remember the guy with the white mustache?
Yep.
He's the Richard Reel, also the air marshal in the Executive Decision, and he's the jump to conclusions guy in Office Space. He's the guy who's like, I take the thing to the thing. What
you're right.
Say
yeah,
you do here?
It is, yes.
Yeah. He's one of those guys.
Yes.
Riehele, Richard Reel, I believe is his name. He's a real good guy.
He's keeping it too.
I see. That was a better joke. That was the joke. That was the definitive joke that you made and I didn't, and now I'm mad at myself.
Well, that's generally how it goes on this.
Yeah. Well, where was I going with that?
I have no fucking clue.
No, I don't either. Comedy Police.
It was coffee. Pooping your pants.
The
Comedy Police. Yes.
And the commenters on YouTube.
Oh yeah, the YouTube.
It's always at least it's always at least one that really makes me laugh out loud. And thank you for that. Amid the various other base level, replacement level, right wing trolls.
Yeah.
So go ahead, knock yourself out. So thank you. Now, the response to Arakpoing has been remarkable.
Yes, it has.
And we said, how many other instances can you name of a celebrity having to be identified, or the idea of a celebrity being identified in a commercial? And the number of the amount of thinking that's gone on in this has just been fantastic. And I had no idea that, thanks to everybody who pointed out that there is a commercial in which somebody says, "Hey, John Hamm," because their neighbor is John Hamm.
Yeah.
Just so happens their neighbor. Like, that's another. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it.
It's John Hamm.
It's John Hamm, right? He's famous enough. So this was sent in by Sean, and Sean said, "This discussion has set my mind ablaze." My mind is ablaze. And he said, "I have a lot of thoughts about this phenomenon." He said, connected to the postmodern condition, the need to say the celeb's name occasionally has to do with the absurd disconnect that a celebrity has with the product they're endorsing. This disconnect causes some level of comedic response. The viewer, whose brain is turned on, to say, what the hell does Shaq have to do with car insurance? Is he friends with the animated general? Does he actually see the general? Etc. And several people, Sean isn't the only one who brought up a Minute Maid orange juice commercial involving Robert Loggia.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine. It's got calcium.
Then I'm not drinking it.
Oh, no, it's sweet. You'll like it.
I don't believe you.
Well, then who would you believe?
I don't know, Robert Loggia. Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Billy, your mother's right. New Minute Maid orange tangerine tastes great. It's got as much calcium as milk.
If you say so, Mr. Loggia.
Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy your breakfast.
New Minute Maid orange tangerine with calcium.
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. I didn't remember it. See, I think it would be better it would be better if he used his line from The Sopranos.
Yeah, probably not in this commercial.
Should I say it?
Well, you can.
Yeah, because you remember when he played Feech LaManna?
Yes.
In The Sopranos.
Of course.
And Feech was in prison forever. I forgot which season this was, but Feech had been, Robert Loggia's character had been in prison forever. And he's out. He's fresh out, and he's hanging out at the Bing. And there's this non sequitur of a question. So when it's like, son, drink your orange juice. Only if Robert Loggia comes in. Oh, it's Robert Loggia. Hey, what's with all the shaved pussies? Now drink your orange juice.
Orange tangerine
Right,
juice.
orange tangerine, whatever it is.
Yes.
But I don't know where that came from, but that's a real commercial. That is a real orange juice commercial.
It's a great commercial too, because it's the dad's like, it's got all the calcium in it. Oh no, I don't want it. But this kid
why
actively.
don't you like calcium, idiot?
Right.
I don't know why the kid doesn't like.
I'm not touching calcium.
You know me and calcium. None of that stuff. I take calcium channel blockers to avoid calcium having any effect on me.
Go to hell, Dad. I'm not drinking calcium.
You all right? I learned it from watching you with your calcium. I think leaning in to that sort of weird nature of a disconnected celebrity is great. I think it's also when people have brought up, this is part of Feedback Friday, people have brought up the backup quarterback bit. That's getting it. That's an example of getting it.
Right.
That you have to say it's Tommy DeVito. You have to say it's Case Keenum. You have to say it's Colt McCoy, whoever it is, because it's a backup quarterback.
The thing with Robert Loggia, my brain is so conditioned now for the Iraq Boeing that it irritates me. That it irritated me that the kid said that the kid said his name. Like I would have preferred he walked in and just goes right into his bit about drinking the orange juice. And if the kid would have said, all right, Mr. Loggia, then I would have been fine with that. But the fact that he called him out to start, it gets me.
Robert Loggia.
Like, no shit. We know who it is. And then the kid, reinforces it with, all right, Mr. Loggia.
I think that's an example of how it works. I like it. This email from Travis in Byron, who said, I wanted to run this by you guys. We're talking about the long-standing failures of the Bears. And when we try to figure out what it actually is, there's been consistency among GMs dating back to Jerry Angelo, bad drafting.
My guy.
One person who's maintained a presence throughout the various regimes is Bears executive scout Jeff Shiver. How much impact does this guy Jeff have in the draft? What are your thoughts on the job Jeff has done? And would replacing Jeff be a move that could lead to positive change? Honest answer, hadn't thought about it.
Yep. Good question.
But if the White Sox are constantly firing their scouting director, maybe that was the whole idea. I always thought that every incoming new guy could fire anybody he wanted. That's always been the rule, right? Is this a McCaskey-protected person?
Well, I mean, it's hard to get fired in a McCaskey-owned Chicago Bears.
If you're a made person.
Maybe he is, yeah.
Maybe he's a made, where they say no matter what. It doesn't mean he has to have his computer connected to the same local access network. You know, you can say to the McCaskies, yeah, we're going to keep him around, but we're not going to listen to anything he says. I have no idea.
Was there a team recently that just fired all their scouts? Or am I making that up?
What happens in baseball a lot.
Yeah, Tigers do it recently within the last couple of years, didn't they? Or was there something? Isn't there a story?
Twins? Was it Derek Falvey? There was, yes, there have been,
but there wasn't anything recently that you can recall within the the most immediate recent future or past.
Yeah,
Jesus
there
Christ.
was, and I can't recall it. Correct.
Okay,
there definitely was
something,
an
right?
example of a team cashiering all their scouts.
Yeah.
But all I can say is it's a very good.
Jeff's been there, and he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yep, it's a very good question, and I wish I had a better answer for you than I don't know. But the answer is I don't know. I also like it when we get feedback that is cutting against the grain of the prevailing sense when it comes to the Chicago Bears. So I'm going to bring you this thought from Tom in Edgebrook, who says, my feelings are counterintuitive after the Bears got pantsed by the Lions. I feel optimistic, and it's all about the quarterback. I felt depressed last Tuesday when Caleb Williams' ability to connect on throws appeared broken. If that's the case, and he has a system problem with accuracy, it's the ballgame. It's impossible to fix. Against the Lions, I saw him hit targets downfield. I saw a couple beautiful throws that weren't caught, not reflected on the stat sheet. I saw him operate quicker. It tells me not to worry so much about the foundation of Caleb Williams as a player. Defense is horrifying. The run game's bad. But that can be fixed with time or investment in players who aren't that hard to find. When your franchise quarterback can't hit a 7-yard out, that's a panic moment. I'm not panicking. I'm not letting the scale of the loss obscure the fact that it's still one loss. Tomorrow's an opportunity for the Bears to get better, and I hope they will.
So how many losses does it take before it's appropriate to be panicked, alarmed, concerned?
Well, what he's saying, it's not necessarily the win or the loss, it's the play of the quarterback.
Right. And why I was irritated going back to the Vikings game is that there were aspects of his mechanics and his game and his accuracy that I expected to be cleaned up better further along in game 18 of his career.
I think that's fair too.
I just don't see. I don't see it being a good thing on Sunday. I just don't at all. I really don't. I really don't, especially after those numbers that Mark Potash had in his story.
That's pretty scary. And
it's not scary. It's absolutely fucking pathetic.
0-25 since the end of the 2021 season in games in which the other team has scored 23 or more points.
0-25. And it just, again, it goes back to this whole narrative that, oh my God, what a storied franchise. What a great franchise. We're a great organization. No, you're an old organization. That's all you are. You're old. You have one Super Bowl win in the Super Bowl era. That's it. That's all that matters. And you have won.
You've just existed a long time.
40 fucking years ago. Yeah, you've been here a long time. God bless you for being around that long. Like, longevity is a great accomplishment. It really is, especially in sports. But, like, big fucking deal. Who cares how long you've been here? You don't win shit. And you're 0-25, and that stat is unbelievable. The Bears have zero chance to win on Sunday. Zero. Unless Dak Prescott doesn't show and CeeDee Lamb retires before Sunday.
I loved this email as well, and this is the kind of email that you're only going to get on Dan Bernstein Unfiltered, and nowhere else, certainly in the sports space. And it has to do with how we were eulogizing Robert Redford.
Oh, boy.
And again, I tried to get clearance from the U.S. Comedy Police and the U.S. Celebrity Worship Police that we don't absolutely have to exalt the holy name of Robert Redford or be fined or punished or fired.
Okay.
Okay. And we've heard of Robert Redford, so that's we had previously
just hadn't seen all his movies.
Right, we previously actually heard of him. No, a lot of people mad about Sneakers. I have not seen Sneakers.
I never saw it.
And a lot very angry that we left that off the list. Haven't seen it, but take it under advisement.
Get over it.
This is from Brendan, who said, "This perked up my ears and it got me to thinking regarding our discussion of Robert Redford in The Great Gatsby, which I said was awful.
Yep,
he was awful. Movie was awful. The whole thing was awful." He said, "Do you think Gatsby might be unfilmable?" He said, "I do." He said, "I actually just reread it." He said, putting my 1.5-year-old son to bed, thus ensuring he will have what undoubtedly will be a great vocabulary and deeply troubled relationships.
That's what he reads to his kid? Okay.
Well, the kid's 1.5. Who cares? He said, "It struck me again how gorgeous of a writer Fitzgerald was." I don't mean hyperbolic, because there are things I dislike about Fitzgerald, but that dude might have just been the most talented writer of them all. He says, Fitzgerald had a way of making prose into poetry, kind of flowing lyrically along before you realize he just flattened you with the way he said something. He said, "I'm thinking specifically of this moment when I had the thought, not for the first time, about Fitzgerald's talent." So this is just these sentences that he offers here. "The sister Catherine was a slender, worldly girl of about 30 with a solid, sticky bob of red hair and a complexion powdered milky white. Her eyebrows had been plucked and then drawn on again at a more rakish angle, but the efforts of nature toward the restoration of the old alignment gave a blurred air to her face. When she moved about, there was an incessant clicking as innumerable pottery bracelets jingled up and down her arms." I mean, not only is that a hell of a piece of writing, but it's so evocative in its detail. It's precisely why this doesn't work as a movie. In a movie, very few people are going to notice the detail of a character's eyebrows, but that's what makes Gatsby fascinating, the details. Not only is the story great, but the writing is great, with dialogue that only really works on the page. He said not one, not two, but 3 generations have tried to film Gatsby, with the best-looking actor of said generations being cast as Gatsby, and total duds, all 3 of them, absolute suckfests. They've tried deviating from the book. They've tried being super faithful to the book. They've tried a combo, all bad. Right? I just remember the old joke. Or what was it? I think it was Woody Allen. Something just said. He said, and then F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda stopped by. They were just getting home from their New Year's party. It was April.
Okay.
Well, I want to close Feedback Friday.
Yeah, close it out.
With anybody who missed Courtney Cronin's appearance on Forward Progress yesterday. She was kind enough to take some time. And again, we have these moments, like that was just one for me of not being allergic to what might happen under the umbrella of the FCC, because it's podcasting and we're unfiltered now.
That's right.
And we had you talk about top rope. About asking, seeing you can crack the door open a little bit and then knocking the door completely off its hinges. That's what Courtney did yesterday.
Can I swear on this podcast?
Yes,
of course.
And holy
please do.
Shit, that would fucking hurt like a motherfucker if you got hit like that.
There you go.
There you go.
Just
lots of reaction to that as well too.
But that's how it's done.
Yes,
that is absolutely how it's done.
Really nice description there for you as well too. Just pop that door open a little bit and then just drive right through it with a semi truck.
It's like Chef Boyardee. Can I come in?
No, you can't.
No,
get the hell out.
Stay out.
Yeah,
stay out.
You and Tom Brady.
May I come in?
Pound pavement. Chef, take him out.
Can I swear on this podcast?
Yes,
of course.
And holy
please do.
Shit, that would fucking hurt like a motherfucker if you got hit like that.
Oh, it's the enunciation too. Everything is just right and just so clean. Awesome. You know what it's time for?
All right, the 5 season-long captains, Caleb Williams, Joe Tooney, Grady Jarrett, Kevin Byard III, and Kairos Santos.
Okay, so it's not okay.
And then, of course, a 6th captain is chosen for every game. Yeah, and I think this weekend it's George McCaskey.
I'm the captain.
Now.
Yar! Walking through the South lot dressed like a pirate.
Singing.
Well, that's the Aiden Hutchinson commercial with the captain, right? And the State Farm thing, because they got the pirate guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, you're Aiden Hutchinson.
Right. You're John Hamm. No, I'm not. I'm Aiden Hutchinson. Well, prove it.
That'd be a big stretch.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine. It's got calcium.
Then I'm not drinking it.
Oh, no, it's sweet. You'll like it.
I don't believe you.
Well, then who would you believe?
I don't know, Robert Loggia. Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Billy, your mother's right. New Minute Maid orange tangerine tastes great. It's got as much calcium as milk.
If you say so, Mr. Loggia.
Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy your breakfast.
New Minute Maid orange tangerine with calcium.
Yeah.
I just love the kid, though. Like, it's got calcium in it. I'm not drinking it.
Well,
Keep that shit away from me, woman.
Especially now. I want my bones brittle.
God damn it. How many times have I told you no calcium in this house? Vanderbilt plays tomorrow, 6:30. They host Georgia State, the Georgia State Panthers.
Okay.
Laying 28.5. Over-under is 53.5. Give those points. Go the over. Diego Pavia is having a game tomorrow. My guy. We are the official show of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Keep that in mind. And the green wave of Tulane. It's coming to get you. It's going to wash right over you.
Yeah, it turns you green.
It makes you angry.
No, if it's anything like Tulane, it makes you Jewish and drunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's worse things you could be,
It
right?
washes over you. That's what do you want to go get a drink? All right, let's go to Popeyes after. That's it. As far as my experience and my understanding of Tulane University, that's what happens.
Oh, is Popeyes a regular destination after some beers?
Well, he insists the Popeyes down there is better.
Oh.
But it isn't just that. The fried chicken is. Oh, I forgot to tell you. When Beth and I go in early October, it's the fried chicken festival weekend in New Orleans.
Seriously?
Yes.
All right. Over under on you coming back.
Well, the festival has to end sometime.
But it doesn't mean you have to leave.
I don't. Yeah, but what are we going to do? It's almost scary.
How much fried chicken do you think you'll eat?
I can eat a whole chicken in a sitting.
So how many whole chickens do you think you'll consume while you're down there? You're there for 3 nights?
I don't know, but I already know where to go. Like the brothers.
2 nights,
chicken.
3 nights?
2 nights.
2 nights. Over under, we'll put it at 4.5.
But we have also a couple of free meals that is like the Brennan restaurants. We got a thing for like a free meal at one of the Brennan restaurants.
Okay, that's not going to prevent you from eating
They
more.
might still have fried chicken there, right?
So a 4.5 is the over under.
I'll take the under. That's a lot of food. Plus, plus the breakfast. I'm not going to have it. Why not? Why
You could have a fried chicken for breakfast.
Yeah,
you should have it for every meal. It's the fried
But
chicken
then
fest.
what
Why
do I-
would you eat anything else?
Then what do I do with turtle soup? Because I have to have turtle soup.
You have it before fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an appetizer.
All right. That's a deal.
You wet your palate.
So wet the palate with the turtle soup.
Yeah. And then you eat fried chicken for every meal.
Sounds good.
I want one fried chicken meal consumed in the bathtub of the hotel room.
And pictures to prove it.
I want pictures to prove it. Clothes on. We don't need you
Oh,
nude.
well, forget that.
We don't
man.
need that again to happen.
No.
That almost got out last time.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I need
Call.
one fried chicken meal consumed in the bathtub of the hotel room, and Beth to take a picture of it.
All right, no promises. That's going to do it for Dan Bernstein Unfiltered on this Friday. Have a happy weekend, and don't forget to join us for Forward Progress, not just today, but for Sunday right around 6:30, somewhere therein for our post game for Bears and Cowboys. Like, subscribe, rate, and all the things you do for your podcast, and tell everybody how much you'll love this. Thanks again for your feedback. We'll do that again next Friday, and this show will be back with all kinds of Bears React on Monday.
Dan Bernstein Unfiltered on 312 Sports.